And then, okay, guys, we're going to start. Just give it 1 or 2 minutes just to make sure that we are all signed in, and then we'll start this exciting webinar. So it's 11:01. So by 11:03, 11:04, we get going on this. Okay, so I see people are joining here, so this is great. We'll start in a couple of minutes, and then can go from there. Let me start see if we can do captions as well. Great, captions are starting, so that's wonderful. I see more people are joining here, so which is fantastic. Okay, so just 1 more minute. I see more people are joining. That's great. Oh, and I see a lot of people here. That's really good. Can you enable chat, Sky? Is there chat available on this?
Take a chat now.
Okay, great. Let me see. Oh, there is. Okay, great. Chat. Yeah. Let me just write to everybody saying, welcome everybody. Hi, everyone. Please tell us where you are. Great. Oh, Vicky. Okay, wonderful. Oh, Vicky. Yep. And Buenos Aires, Argentina. Hi, Analia. And UK. Um, Dan in London. Love London, Ontario too. My God. Argentina. We got a lot of the world is here. Right. Tokyo. That's great. Oh, Tokyo. We had a great time in Tokyo. It was fantastic. Beautiful country. Beautiful country. Indonesia as well. Okay, 11:04. So we're ready to go. I think we are excited. We are delighted here. So let's officially start the ICSB Mini Globe Awards. On behalf of ICSB, the ICSB board, the chair of ICSB, Kishan Kim, and everybody else on the ICSB board, we welcome you to the ICSB Mini Globes 2023 edition, celebrated in January of 2024. As usual, we end the year and then we start the year with recognizing the excellence, the magnificent work of the ICSB family and network worldwide. So I would like to start, first of all, saying good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody from around the world. We are just delighted to have you all here. And this is an incredible opportunity to recognize the amazing work that you all have done. And my name is Ayman Tarabishi. I am the president and CEO of the International Council for Small Business. And my role today is to recognize the excellence and the significant work and contributions of our ICSB members and volunteers and partners and family members, I have to say, and that have made ICSB exceptional. It was a great year last year, a banner year for ICSB as we continue to grow and build and innovate. So now we want to stop and showcase the best work that has been done for ICSB based on many different metrics that we evaluate and measure here. So we start. What we'll do now is let me share my screen, and then I'll show you the awards. We have sent all the awardees a Google form to fill out, and we ask you questions to upload your pictures. If you want us to send us, if you want ICSB to send letters to different people, recognizing your work, and also to post it on social media. So we will start after this session to go through all of this, to recognize everyone, and to start putting it out on the social media, and to make sure that you are well recognized across different platforms here. So first, let me start by sharing my slides, and we'll go through the awards, and then we'll do some final announcements. And then after that, you'll start seeing different things popping up into the social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and so forth. And this video, this award ceremony is being streamed on Facebook, and it's going to be there. So if you want to share it later on, you can share it with colleagues as well. And eventually we'll also put it as an email blast on YouTube as well, so for people to see and record and view, so you can also send it to recognize for people as well. So let me start sharing my slides. And I want to thank my team, of course, as usual, for creating some magnificent slides for me for the awards. They're so impressive. So here we are. Let me see if you get to see them in a minute. And I think you all see them here. So today's recognized awards, the ICSB Mini Globe Awards, our version of the Oscars, has different categories here. We have the JSBM. We start with the JSBM Open Access Awards, and I'll explain what that means. Then we have the JSBM, the Journal for Small Business Management Free Access Awards, and I'll explain what that is. And then the JISP Regular Access Awards, and I'll explain what that is as well. And then the Open Access Awards as well. And then we have, because of our signature events around the world, we keep strong metrics on our ICSB Congress sessions, which sessions have excelled, which sessions have made a huge contribution in terms of exchange, ideas. So we'll announce those. And then we'll also recognize the most engaged World Congress attendees. Your voice was loud, and we recognize your voice. And so therefore we wanna applaud you and thank you for making the Congress and our activities a success based on your contributions and your ideas and thoughts. And then also the most active ICSB Knowledge Hub Awards. And we have knowledge hubs around the world. So we have particular ones that have really shined the light and showed us their contributions. And finally, this is something that I regularly do here, is for individuals and persons that have made an impact on ICSB in key areas, initiatives, projects that went beyond just supporting. This was their leadership role, their contributions, their innovation, their resilience. So I recognize them as presidential awards, just to show them that we have noticed you, the board has noticed you, and we thank you from the bottom of our heart. So then these are the awards. We'll go through them. We'll recognize everybody, and then we'll do the announcements. So let me go to the first award. So the JSBM Open Access Awards. And JSBM is the Journal for Small Business Management, our flagship journal for ICSB. It is the largest journal in the world. It is the oldest journal in the world in promoting entrepreneurship and SME research and family business research. And we have huge amount of contributions coming to this journal, a lot of submissions, a lot of reviews, and a lot of reviewers here. And in the system or in the business, there are certain papers that get contributed that are dedicated or designed to be open access, which what that means is that you don't have to have a firewall. You don't have to be assigned to a university or a member to log in, or an institution to give you access. They're available online at the journal website. Taylor and Francis are magnificent partners, and they make it available for the public to read. So it's open access. Anybody can come, research it, look for it, find it, download it, and read it. And Taylor and Francis keeps track of how many times these papers are viewed, or these papers are downloaded, and we have many of these open access papers. The world is moving towards the open access. So we keep track every year of which ones are the most popular, which ones have been most viewed, and which one had most impact because of the usage of it. There's a difference between those and those that are behind the firewall. That means that you need access to get to them. And those also have different metrics. So what we have done is to show that we are recognizing both that are free to the public to read, and those that have to go through a process to get them. So for this, we want to recognize the following awards for the most viewed and downloaded and high impact papers based on these metrics for these awards. So drum roll, we'll start with the first one here. It's this one here. We are excited to announce that at number 3, the third most downloaded open access paper is Bordesian and resource-based perspectives on ethnic minority microbusinesses, the construction of a culture-induced entrepreneurship model. And just an amazing article, amazing contribution. And if you look at the different contributors here, they are from around the world. We start with Dr. Johansson from Stockholm Business School, and then we start with Dr. Wilson from the Department of Entrepreneurship in France, and I know personally well Leo Dana as well, a great contributor, Dr. Julie Davis from the Global Business School from the UK, and Mohib El Haq from Huddersfield, UK. So huge congratulations, wonderful job. This is impactful. So we just want to recognize. So let's just give a big round of applause, everybody, for this. You really did a magnificent job. Thank you so much. And we are just absolutely delighted for you guys for this one. The number 2 paper is opening, and I love the title, Opening the Black Box of Venture Capitalists Evaluation of Entrepreneurial Teams. Great concept. This black box of kind of what is in it there, and they shed light on it. So Dr. Bloom, Frederick Bloom from the Swiss Institute of Small Business and Entrepreneurship University at St. Gallen University in Switzerland, and then Josh Wee Yuan Hison from the Center for Family Entrepreneurship and Ownership at Jönköping International Business School and Jönköping University in Sweden. So congratulations. A huge round of applause, everybody, for both of them, for your number 2 paper here. And then the number 1 paper for open access here is Business Model Scaling and Growth Hacking in Digital Entrepreneurship. Fantastic. Absolutely bravissimi. Congratulations. Siete fantastic. And there are our colleagues from Italy, Dr. Angelo Cavallo, Senior Assistant Professor at Politecnico di Milano. My mom is from Milano, so just to let you know. Federico Cosenza from the Department of Political Science and International Relations, University of Palermo, Italy. Congratulations. Congratulazioni. And then Professor Guido Noto, Department of Economics, University of Messina, Italy. Trio of fantastic up-and-coming researchers from Italy, with their number 1 open access paper for 2023 for the JSBM. Let's give them a huge round of applause. And we look forward to seeing more of your contributions, and we look forward to actually engaging more with your work as well. So thank you very much for all of you. Just absolutely fantastic. Let me start then, and the next one is the JSBM Free Access Award. This is basically papers that have been designed as free access. That means, again, they're the same concept as open access. There's a little difference between here, but then also available for the public. So we recognize both categories here, and we will start now with the JSBM Free Access Awards. And we start with the number 1 paper, and that's the one that we have signed here, is International New Ventures, Beyond Definitional Debate to Advancing the Cornerstone of International Entrepreneurship. This is absolutely amazing article. This was actually, I've read it, to be honest with you, right? And I was really interested on this one. And I want to recognize both Dr. Daniel R. Clark from the Ivey Business School of Western University of Canada. Congratulations. And Dr. Robert J. Piddock, Department of Management at Strong College of Business, Old Dominion University. Wonderful job, both of you. Really, we appreciate all your support and help. And congratulations on this award. Let me go to the next award. Now we have the JISP regular awards. We started about 4 years ago a new journal, a new flagship journal for ICSB, and we thought that journal kind of bridges the gap between just pure research to a combination of research, practice, and policy. And we thought that there was a market for this. We thought there's an opportunity for this, and we thought that this journal can make an impact on all 3 domains. So ICSB, again, with our wonderful partners at Taylor Francis, we joined forces and created this journal. And we are excited to announce that this journal has been recently indexed in the SCI. So we are moving beautifully ahead, right on time, actually ahead of time. and we are progressing with high impact papers. And so we want to recognize those papers and those individuals that have contributed to this paper. And in some, this journal is very innovative as well. If you submit papers to the ICSB Congress for our World Congress every year, and your extended abstracts get accepted, we have created a system that we fast track those papers that are in the international and in our ICSB World Congress to be accepted into this new journal here. And therefore, we have created a flow of very exciting papers that come to our Congress to be published as well. And it's a win-win for everybody. It's a win for Congress because we're getting great papers in, and those also for the researchers that are coming to the Congress that are actually getting published for the paper. So we're saying this is the GISP Regular Access Awards recognition, and we start with number 2, and it's a research paper that's very interesting. It's called Mediation Effect of Emotions on Relational Dynamics Between Entrepreneurs' Thinking Processes and Their Entrepreneurial Decision-Making. Fascinating topic, I have to say. You know, it goes deep into thinking, into cognition, into relationship here, and it's an exploratory study in the sense it's looking at different perspectives here, and that's why I mentioned this new journal and our Congress. And these type of papers, these type of innovative papers that need room to grow, need room to prosper, need a space to kind of see how they evolve. And our intentions, the ICSB board intentions, and our intentions is to allow these voices to come to ICSB, right? An opportunity to be recognized and actually to be shared with the public. And as you can see that this paper has made it. You know, it's based on research, but it's also based on very interesting questions to be asked. So we are delighted that the 2 researchers from Ghana have put this paper together that have been well recognized by the ICSB and GISP. Dr. Mohammed Ahmed Sanda from the University of Ghana, University of Ghana, and the Business School. So congratulations, Dr. Sanda. And his colleague, Mohammed Nuru Salama, also from the University of Ghana Business School. So congratulations to you both, and the Business School, University of Ghana Business School as well. Well recognized by ICSB. We expect more from you guys, and we're really looking forward to collaborating with all of you in the future. So congratulations. And the number 1 paper then is, again, a very interesting topic, which goes back to the theme of the journal here, is specific innovativeness, digital entrepreneurship, and female entrepreneurs. Again, you can see from the titles, you can see from the different perspectives here that this is the right home, this is the right area, the platform for these type of topics to be shared. So we are excited, we are just delighted that this paper was also recognized. I want to first thank Dr. Francis de Bonassor, University of Leicester from the UK, congratulations. And Dr. Clyde Hull from the Rochester Institute of Technology in the United States. Congratulations, Dr. Hull. And Dr. Jintong Tang from St. Louis University, United States. Congratulations as well for this. And finally, last but not least, Dr. Adomaku from the University of Birmingham, UK. Congratulations. Well done and well-deserved paper. So these are kind of our academic papers on both of our journals here. GISP Open Access, kind of similar to JSBM Open Access, our open access for everyone to access. And we also want to recognize some of these awards for these papers. So the number 1 paper that was open access that was downloaded was Different Academic Entrepreneurs, Different Support Measures, Classifying Academic Entrepreneurs with Their Motivations. Wonderful topic, very important topic. And I want to recognize Dr. Toshimobo Dr. Abe from the Graduate School of Engineering and Design at Hosei University in Japan. Congratulations, Dr. Abe. And Dr. Rihei Kang from the Graduate School of Engineering and Design at also Hosei University, Japan. So they have partnered together and they have written a wonderful paper that is now recognized by ICSB and the GISP journal for being the most downloaded one open access paper. So congratulations to you both. Just wonderful, wonderful accomplishment here. let's move forward, and I want to stop here. I want to just recognize for all those people for these awards. These papers will be recognized. They will be communicated across our social media, and there will be more coming from them as well, as we can continue to expand them and tell the public about these topics here. So great job, everybody! Really wonderful job. Okay, so let's go to the next category. As I mentioned earlier, the ICSB Congress Most Popular Session Awards. We have an ICSB Congress every year, and last year we were in Gwangju, South Korea, and we have a combination of hybrid, which is in person and online simultaneously. Technology has advanced now to a point where we can manage to do both at the same time. And based on this, what we have done is we can keep metrics of both in-person attendance and online attendance. And our partners, Huva, that manages this system for us, gives us a report at the end of the conference and tells us the number of people attending, the views, the sessions, the attendance, all the data you can get. And we also track it to our people that are participating, volunteering, that we see which sessions have been most attended as well. So we take all these data points, we aggregate them, we find out exactly how it is, and then we recognize these major contributions. So let's go to the awards. Award number 1 for the Academic Entrepreneurship Ecosystems and National Innovation Systems session here. We have, again, some contributors that have been recognized. First of all, I know some of them here, so let me start. First of all, with Dr. Eric Leguiri. He's a full professor, assistant dean now at FSU for the State University, and he is the past president and fellow of the ICSB and managing editor of JSBM. So Dr. Eric Leguiri, huge congratulations as well. Dr. Tai Choi, professor at Hancock University of Foreign Studies. Congratulations as well. Then we have Dr. Ricardo Alvarez from CETIS Universidad of Mexico. Congratulations, Dr. Alvarez. And again, he is now our first double awardee. Here is Dr. Abe as well from Jose University. So not only he has a paper, he also has a session here. So he's on fire. And then finally, Dr. Ihei Kang as well, a double awardee now. So both of them. So Japan now, if you want to keep count of the countries here, Japan has won 2 awards in a row. So Dr. Jose University, congratulations for this award. So a huge, huge congratulations for both of you here. Let's go to the next session award. Let me go to the next one. And I'm just delighted to present this award here, is the Sustainable Development Goals. ICSB is heavily engaged with the United Nations and on the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, or the SDGs. And we are part of this movement to tie MSMEs to the SDGs here. We have created the International MSME Day on June 27. So as you can see from our sessions and workshops, the SDGs are really embedded in everything that we do in terms of knowledge creation, knowledge sharing, and knowledge dissemination here. So with that, I want to recognize a couple of awardees here. First of all, a personal congratulations and delight to see Dr. Andrea Nana. Known him, I've seen him in Korea as well, and he's just amazing. At the Agro-Paris Tech Innovation Chair of Cosmetology in Orleans, Dr. Nana, wonderful. Congratulations on this award. And Dr. Lawrence Oboko, professor and researcher at the Johannesburg Business School, University of Johannesburg. Dr. Oboko, congratulations. And also finally, Dr. Yundin Kim, professor from Florida State University College of Entrepreneurship. Congratulations, Dr. Kim, as well, for this award. Well deserved, and we are delighted to have you recognize this one here. Let me go to the next award. The next session is Entrepreneurship and MSMEs in Rural Economics and Entrepreneurship, and MSME Policy and Entrepreneurship. I'm going to start again with Dr. Oboko. Again, double award here, Dr. Oboko. Congratulations on this award. Dr. Akinaboi, Assistant Professor of the University of Delaware. Congratulations, huge congratulations on this award. And Dr. Susie Morris, Professor of Marketing at the University of Canterbury Business School. Well done and congratulations. And finally, our host for the ICSB World Congress in 2024, Dr. Hartmut Meyer, and congratulations, and we look forward to your contributions and your preparations for the ICSB World Congress in Berlin this year. The next One is Entrepreneurship for Humanity and Peace. This was a huge plenary session that we had in Gwangju, Korea. And I want to recognize my dear friend and immediate past chair of ICSB, Dr. Winslow Sargent, for facilitating this session. Dr. Kishan Kim, currently the chair of ICSB, congratulations. Dr. Vicky Stanyanu, Group of Executive Advocacy and Policy of the Institute of Public Accountants in Australia. And she is the incoming chair of ICSB. So as you can see, we're in good hands with these three leaders. And then Dr. Stanley Au, Delta Asia Financial Group, as well, a huge supporter of ICSB. He held the first ICSB SME World Forum. So a huge visionary and also a huge contributor. And he came all the way as well to Korea for this session. So I want to congratulate you all for this massive award. Congratulations, and we really appreciate it. The next session that we want to recognize here is entrepreneurship centers, co-working spaces, and accelerators. We've heard all of them. We heard the buzzwords of all of them, and we know that they play a critical role in the entrepreneurship ecosystem here. And so this session and the work that they have done and the initiatives have done play a very important role. So let me start first with Carlos de Silva, Associate Professor of HEG Fribourg, University of Applied Sciences in Western Switzerland. Dr. de Silva, wonderful job. Congratulations. Jose Montos, a PhD student, upcoming PhD student, as well, University del Rosario. Congratulations. We look forward to you joining us and becoming a full professor soon. And of course, Lucia Sorkinden, scientific collaborator at School of Management, Fribourg. And we are delighted for them to win this award. And we are actually going to Fribourg and Geneva in June as well. So this will come in the announcement section here. So wonderful job, everybody. Congratulations. Amazing, amazing work. Academic entrepreneurship and inclusive entrepreneurship, a fascinating topic that we try to bridge together and to discuss the similarities, differences, and how we can bridge them together. So first of all, let me start with Dr. Leon Schott, Assistant Professor at the University of Texas of Rio Grande Valley. Dr. Leon, wonderful job. I know your work. I've seen your work. And just well recognized. Thank you very much. Dr. Ambassador Oh Jun, a former South Korean ambassador to the United Nations of the ECOSOC, a huge ICSB partner and supporter, and has attended many of our events and continue to attend. So congratulations, Dr. Ambassador Oh Jun. Past president of ICSB, or past chair, if you may say, Dr. Ruben Escua, rector of Universidad Nacional de Rafaela. He also hosted the SME World Forum in 2023 in Rosario, Argentina. Congratulations, Dr. Ruben Escua. I think it's 2022. I'm sorry. But congratulations, Dr. Ruben Escua. And then ICSB and Academy, Student Academy, co-founder, a huge leader in the Academy, huge contributor, amazing supporter of ICSB, and just absolute energy ball. Dr. Maria Andreas, Business and International Relations Director at Aceridad Litoral. We are delighted. I saw you in the attendees here. So a huge congratulations and a big hug from me to you for your amazing work here. And Dr. Yonseng Jan, Associate Professor, California State University, San Bernardino. Congratulations to all of you for this amazing contribution. Let me go to the next session. Most engaged World Congress attendees. As I mentioned, we can have a supply of papers, sessions, content, papers, right? But how do we know it hits home? How do we know it resonates? How do we know it makes an impact? And so it has to be both supply and demand. What we offer and how people receive the supply and ask for more. So we have kept track of this. We keep track on these activities. We keep track on this stuff, but we also keep track of the people that have engaged with us, that have voiced their opinion. Good, sometimes not in agreement, sometimes supportive, sometimes critical. All of it is important. So we wanna recognize them for all their contributions and say thank you. And we want to give you the ICSB Mini Globe Awards. So let me start. So for the congratulations for the Leaderboard Engagement Award recipients. So, and as I mentioned to you, we have an app or a technology that keeps track of who says what. You know, it's like kind of like crazy. It's like, you know, Big Brother, CIA, FBI, KG, all of it together, right? And then it tells us who's been saying what and how many times and how frequent it is. It's fun to see at the end. So we want to recognize them all for the work. So Rachel Tallier, founder and CEO of Big Vision International Trade and Industries Corporations. We see you. We recognize you. Giovanni Nancina, University of Salerno. We also recognize you. And Dr. Nana, you won an award and you're also very vocal. So congratulations. Thank you. And Ms. Hervel Omega, founder and CEO of Vintix Outsourcing. Thank you. And this is now where we see the private sector coming in and telling us what we're doing. Does it make any sense? And okay, our famous Dr. Norris Kruger, and you know the founder. I think he is the Tesla of entrepreneurship. So congratulations, Dr. Kruger. And Dr. Viel M. Jose, from CEO from Viande Ventures. Thank you very much for your contributions. Hala Barakat, Director of the American University in Cairo Center for Entrepreneurship. Hala, we also recognize you for your contributions. Sylvia Robles, Assistant Professor of Practice and Entrepreneurship, University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. Sylvia, every time you attend an event, every time you're in a session or a workshop, your comments matter. Your comments are spot on. Your ideas make sense, and your leadership role continues to grow and evolve. So Dr. Robles, wonderful job. Congratulations on behalf of ICSB on all the contributions you do. And we are thankful for you and we recognize you. Giuseppe Deli Prescoli, CAI and UNISA as well. We recognize you as well for this one. And then Bantwali Talim, University of Culture, Prejam, and Unpar Business Administration. Those are the ones that have reached our leadership board engagement recipients. So we want to recognize them. And if you look at them, they're from all over the world, from different perspectives or different industries and different disciplines here, but they have connected. They have connected with ICSB. They have connected with us. They have connected with our topics. And for me and the ICSB board and everybody involved, this is an affirmation for us that we are doing something right, that we are making an impact, that we have an engagement. Today, everybody's extremely busy, extremely stressed, extremely worried, and yet they come, they attend, they engage, they talk, they disagree vehemently sometimes, right? So we want to say thank you. We want to say thank you for all your work. The ICSB Knowledge Hub Awards. These awards make a difference. We created under the leadership of the past chair of ICSB, Ahmed Osman. He wanted to create a legacy. He wanted to create an impact in which he says, not only that we have members, not only that we have institutions that are partners, we want to create knowledge hubs that reside in different countries that have their own work plan, that have their own agendas, but they believe, they understand, and they're mission aligned with the ICSB. Their work, their contributions is mission aligned with ICSB. And we connect, we intersect throughout the year on different things, but at the same time, they have their own initiatives. We have our own initiatives, but we know whatever they're producing and creating is supporting us and supporting what is the mission of ICSB, which is advancing entrepreneurship and SMEs worldwide. So knowing this, we have an extensive amount of knowledge hubs around the world, and we see their activities here. But some stand out. Some have heavy work plans, heavy engagement. And for those, we want to recognize two of them for the amazing work that they have done in 2023. First, we want to recognize the Knowledge Hub from Rafael Universidad Nacional de Rafaela with Dr. Ruben Escura as rector, and their work, their contributions, and them hosting the SME World Forum in 2022 was well recognized, well received, and we really, really appreciate the leadership you have done. As we moved up with the SME World Forum, they were the first knowledge hub to say to us, we're next. we're going to host you. And they've done a fantastic job. So we want to recognize you for this work and your continued work in 2023 by sending us your members, by engaging us in webinars, by submitting papers, by coming to the World Congress, and a continuous effort, a non-stop effort of work. And that's in Argentina. Now we cross from Argentina to the other side, and we go all the way to Fribourg and Switzerland. And the School of Management of Fribourg have also taken up a leadership position in Central of Europe, saying we're mission aligned, ICSB. We're doing innovation. We're doing entrepreneurship. We're doing SME development. We have events you come and attend. We're going to send you our PhD students. We are going to send you students to Washington, D.C. to visit. Sky Blanks took them around to show them the ecosystem in Washington, D.C. And we're going to work with you with the United Nations. We're going to work with you in actually creating, and which we'll go into a little bit here, the first and what I call mission-specific conference on entrepreneurship in Geneva and Fribourg. And I'll mention a little bit here. So when we want to recognize the school, and in particular, we want to recognize the leadership of Dr. Rico Baldegger as he spearheaded this very innovative knowledge hub. As we move forward, he wrote a book on the future of business schools, and with Dr. Katia Passerini, I was one of the editors, and so on. And now, as I talked to him the other day, he is at the World Economic Forum, sending me screenshots of ideas of what we should be exploring in the future that is aligned to the Knowledge Hub and ICSB. So amazing leadership, strong leadership from these knowledge hubs. What I call them, as Ahmed Osman says, they are our engines from around the world. So I want to recognize them both on behalf of everybody. And a personal thank you to Mr. Ahmed Osman for putting this together, for moving it forward and making it happen. His legacy continues at ICSB. So thank you very much. And he's not going anywhere. Trust me, Ahmed is still working with us. Here, let me go to the next one. Here is we had events, we had papers, we had knowledge hubs. Now we have webinars. Everybody's webinars. When COVID was hitting, I think the only thing we did every day was a webinar every other day. And ICSB transformed from in-person to online. I think we were the first organization worldwide to be doing webinars because everybody was at home. So we wanted to engage the world, and we wanted to engage them with continuing the mission of ICSB. So we continued the webinars, and we used to do over 70 or 80 during COVID and in 1 year, and heavy attendance here. But then post-pandemic, people went back to work, people got busy. So the nature of webinars have changed. It is not that you can do as many because the attendance drops, the attention span drops, and just people are busy back to be living both lives, both in person or active in person or online. So understanding this, we have been very selective on the type of webinars we share, and we have been very selective on the frequency of them to make most impact. But saying this, we also have done many last year. We have done over 20 webinars last year, and we have tracked them, and we see how they do on YouTube. We see how they do in attendance in person, and what I call the secondary market. What happens after? Here, so I want to recognize the most popular webinars for 2023. We have 2 of them. And again, I want to now recognize first this amazing topic and this amazing entrepreneur that has transformed this concept of social entrepreneurship, sustainability, agribusiness, right? And into a very dynamic and a very well showcased example of success. The can-do attitude, the entrepreneurial mindset, the entrepreneurial spirit, and I don't have to be gender specific here, but why not as well? And womanpreneurship as well. It was just amazing. So with that, I want to recognize Iman Mustafa is the founder and managing director of Hazel Farms. A fascinating and exciting and amazing story for what she has done in Cairo, Egypt, with the idea of a hazel farm, a sustainable farm here, and how she is kind of changing the definition of how farms are conducted, how agribusiness is done here. And so I know Dr. Winslow Sargent chaired this webinar. So well done, Iman. We look forward to continued success and a follow-up webinar. Maybe it's due for 2024. Again, I mentioned the work of the knowledge hubs as well. And so Knowledge hubs, as I mentioned, they produce many things. So we held a webinar on the future of business schools as well, which is really changing the way we look at things. You know, AICSB has come out with new guidelines, and and the academic journals are changing, saying, is this sustainable? Is this not sustainable here? So we have a very timely book that discussed this. And so we had a webinar on this. And again, Dr. Rico Baldegger and Katia Pastorini also helped this webinar here, held it, and it was also well attended. So congratulations to both on these webinars, and fantastic job, great work on them. And it shows you that we are both in person, but also online, that we continue to work. Let me go to the next one. Okay, finally, last but not least, and I've been running through these now extensively here for 40 minutes here, the presidential awards. The presidential awards are, as I mentioned to you, when there's an individual that ICSB is working with on a project, an initiative, and an idea, and it needs a remarkable contribution, and in three ways. One is to supporting create this idea. Okay, they help co-create this idea. I had a mentor that told me one time, people support what they help to create. If you want to create something, you have to get people to support you in it. So my mission and my philosophy with ICSB is that everybody helps to support, create things together. We are all one team, as I say, right here. And those individuals that come to help to support and create this idea, right, have their own way, their vision, their energy. And we work together. And then what we see here as an ICSB board, as a team here, their contributions coming. That's number one. Number two is their way of thinking and executing that makes it happen. It's very easy to talk about the idea and how it can be and how it should be, but then it stops there. There's no more action after that. It's just something that we talked about. But those individuals take it from the idea concept model to the execution model, from being creative to being innovative, which is executing it. And that requires hours and hours of work. You know, nonstop communication, nonstop writing, nonstop rewriting, calling, networking, and having difficult conversations with different people, right? So this creation part, this execution part is as critical as the creation part. And so that's the second part. The third part, and as equally important as the creation and the executing, is the follow-through, the final product. Is it the standards of ICSB's excellence? Have we really made an impact? And for us, those individuals have exhibited all three of those categories: the creating part, the executing part, and the follow-through, right? And because of this, ICSB continues to innovate. ICSB continues to grow. ICSB continues to be the leader in many different domains and fields, right? And saying this, we recognize them. I recognize them, and the board recognizes them, because I make sure that the board knows the amount of work that they have put in. And so those individuals, I want to recognize now on behalf of ICSB and the president and everybody that's involved. And first of all, I want to recognize Dr. Zakaria Taib, and a long-time member of ICSB, a long-time contributor to ICSB, but he has kept ICSB's voice, efforts, and initiatives ongoing in Malaysia, ongoing in Asia. He is the voice of reason, and he is the person that has continued to connect us for over a decade, with ICSB moving us from one place to the other, sometimes good, sometimes difficult, but ICSB continues to grow. And ICSB is in a growth path in Asia, and in particular in Malaysia, and moving forward. So the presidential award goes to Dr. Zakaria Taib for that. And then I want to recognize a former team member of mine in ICSB. He continues to volunteer with ICSB. But when we went digital, when we went to the next level, and we started to understand that data analytics, AI, innovation, and all the stuff that's coming to us, we wanted a tinker, an innovative person. We wanted someone to take all this and deconstruct it and reconstruct it for us to make an impact. So, maybe doctor soon. And Kyle Yon, an amazing contributor to ICSB. And I call him the tinker of ICSB, because every time I want to try something innovative and creative with technology, I send it to him and tell Kyle, figure it out. And he goes, okay, Dr. Tabishi, let me see how I can do this. So just amazing work, Kyle. You are on the cutting edge, and ICSB benefits from this. So thank you. Then Dr. Jung Ho So from the George Washington University. He is what I call he can do everything, from academia to project management to research to contributions to writing to editing. Every time we want someone to help us to make it happen, Dr. So is there, and humble, kind, hardworking, trusted is the best word I can say here. And on top of all of this, just a delight to work with right here. And he has, and when we went to Korea for our World Congress, he was there making a lot of things happen for us. So Dr. So, thank you, and we are just delighted for your presidential award on this one. Last but not least, a visionary leader. Her ascendancy to leadership was known from day one when I met her, and she continues to deliver more and more here. And her remarkable way of looking at things, postulating arguments, presenting things, connecting things. And I said the key thing here is not just the idea, but the creation of it, and then finally the follow through, the finishing touches here. And Analia's greatest strengths is in these two parts: the execution of it to the level of excellence, and the follow through when it's just impeccable. And so you can see from these presidential awards and everybody else that contributed, we have someone that is, as Zakaria said, that sees the long term, that's consistent. We see someone that is a tinker, that will innovate, will create. We need someone that can come in and be the jack of all trades at all the time, and we need someone that can make it happen. This is what ICSB is about. It is not just one thing only. It's a combination of everybody coming together and contributing. And we want to recognize them. ICSB want to recognize them, and I think we should all give them a huge round of applause for their amazing work and leadership. And I think these are all the awards for the ICSB Mini Global Awards. I'm going to stop sharing here these awards. I haven't seen the chat because I was presenting the awards here. So congratulations everybody on this one here. I'm going to do now a couple of announcements just for you all to know. Here, let me share my screen real quick, and then we'll call it a day. Let me see if I can share my screen. First one here, let me share this one here. You are all welcome, and we're announcing the ICSB World Congress that will be attended, that will happen on July 3 to 5 in Berlin, Germany, in beautiful Berlin, Germany. So we expect you to arrive July 2nd, and the conference will start on July 3 to 5 here. The theme is Empowering Entrepreneurship for a Better Future. The website is, as usual, icsbcongress.com. And we have some amazing initiatives here. Dr. Hartmut Meyer is the chair of this session here with his partners. He is bringing the best network from all of Germany and Europe to this. So we are just delighted to invite you here. You got the call for papers. We'll be doing announcements as well for this. So we are just waiting for you and looking forward to seeing you at the ICSB World Congress from July 2 to 5 in Berlin, Germany. So I'm going to stop sharing this, and I'm going to share one more announcement, and then we'll go from there. Let me see if I can share this. As well, as I mentioned, our Knowledge Hub and our partners from Fribourg, we are announcing the first ever Geneva Entrepreneurship Forum Conference, which is just before Berlin Conference from June 26th to June 29th. So the workflow is, or the idea is, you fly to Geneva and you join us for the Geneva Forum, and then from there to Berlin, it's about an hour and a half. by plane, or you can take the train, whatever you would like to do here. But the Geneva Entrepreneurship Forum is an exciting event from June 26 to June 29, right? And we have an amazing program here. Here are some pictures of Geneva and Fribourg here, and we have a lot of events. We have Arrival Day is Wednesday. We have International SME Day, the MSME United Nations SME Day with ICSB will be hosted in Geneva at the United Nations in the morning, and then we're going to go to a castle afterwards and site visit. We have 5 site visits with the biotech companies, Mont Blanc, and watch companies. Then we're going to have sessions on Friday at Fribourg School of Management, and then we have sightseeing. So an amazing 3-day conference in Geneva as well. And so we look forward to seeing you in Geneva and Berlin, or just Geneva, or just Berlin, depending on your schedule and budget as well. So with that, I want to stop sharing this. I want to actually see if let me see if I can now let some people just say some comments here. So I'm going to ask Mr. Ahmed Osman. I'm going to click on the button to allow him to talk. Maybe he has some comments to say. And then I'm going to allow Analia after Ahmed to say something. And then and we go from there. Let me go down the list here. So Ahmed, you want to say something?
Yes, Ayman, this is thank you very much for these great awards, and I'm very happy that ICSB is growing and getting even stronger, and the footprint is even better. And I'm really looking forward to the World Congress in Berlin and the forum in Switzerland in Freiburg. And it's amazing to see all the knowledge hubs doing great work, and the journals. So I'm congratulations to everyone, to friends, to Zakaria, to Analia, to everyone, and I hope to see you all soon. Thank you very much, Ayman.
Thank you, Ahmed. Thank you. And then I'm going to let Analia maybe say comments. Analia, I know you're somewhere driving or flying or train. If you want to say something, please go ahead.
Thank you so much, Ayman, for your kind words. It's a really pleasure to work for ICSB in so many projects and events. It's a pleasure, and I think we have a wonderful and exciting year ahead. So big greetings from Argentina to everyone.
Great. And then Vicky, all the way in Australia. Vicky, I don't know what time it is. It's ungodly time here, but if you want to say something, please go ahead. She's the incoming chair.
Thanks, Simon. I hope you can hear me. Congratulations to all the winners. It's brilliant to see all the work that's being done and just the passion and the commitment from everyone. Congratulations, of course, to Analia and Zakaria, Hartmut, and all our great friends at ICSB. It's great to see these awards really starting to get momentum. Congratulations to you, Ayman, to Kyle, to everyone, to the whole team. So thank you to everyone.
Thank you. And then I actually allowed Jeff, if you want to say something, please go ahead. Okay, and if not, Jung-Ho, what about you? Well, Jeff, maybe this unmute.
Sure. Thank you, Ayman and team. What an honor. What an honor. It feels like I have finally found a community within our ICSB family. Thank you so much. Wishing you all the best for 2024. Hope to see you all in Berlin this coming summer. Thank you.
Great, wonderful, great. And I also now allow Hartmut, the chair of the Berlin ICSB World Congress in Berlin. Hartmut, if you want to unmute and say hi and congratulate everybody.
Hello, yes. Hello, everybody, to you. I'm sitting here just today in Cologne. Yesterday I was in Berlin. I'm very excited to welcome you all in June. I think we have a very exciting program with lots of small details, like for particular, I like to inform you or like to promote the one-day university, the youth conference, and I think we have a very good conference based on 2 sides, on academic papers and on also on policy papers. And I think I would like to invite you as well just to meet the small and medium-sized or entrepreneurship ecosystem, because maybe you heard about the news. I think you will come down to Germany to a very exciting day, because here at the moment entrepreneurs are stand up for the rights and demand from the government to reduce also bureaucracy. So we have a very exciting day, and I hope you will be part of this one. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Meyer. And Dr. Abe, all the way from Japan. I guess it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. If you want to say something, congratulations.
Yes, thank you. This is Toshimitsu Abe from Tokyo Hosei University. Thank you very much for the awards, and it was a really great opportunity for me to present my paper at the ICSB in South Korea and publish in the journal. Thank you very much.
Great, thank you very much. And then our Norris Cougar, our famous Tesla Norris Cougar. Norris, as usual, we'd love to hear from you.
Well, I want to break protocol. I think you and I and your team and ICSB deserve their own award for this. I was thinking back in the dark days of COVID, everyone was trying to do webinars and they all were crappy at it, but not ICSB. You guys figured it out, and that's been a great blessing. And a lot of what we're seeing today, the breadth of people who are getting awards from pretty much every continent. We haven't figured out Antarctica yet, but I think we may. But there were people whose voices got heard through these webinars that would normally, if it had been an in-person conference, we would never have heard their voices. So that's what warms my heart the most about ICSB is, you don't have to be one of the cool kids to present you, and you don't have to be one of the cool kids to win an award. And so I want to applaud everyone. But if I know we're not all muted, but I give a big round of applause to Ayman and his great team there at GW.
Great, thank you.
Thank you for honoring me.
Thank you, Norris. Thank you. Dr. Hag, what about you? Mabel Hag, if you want to say something.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ayman, for giving me this opportunity. And also thank you, everybody at ICSB community. I'm really proud to be part of this community. And I'm actually very excited about our paper, the Bordesian and resource-based perspectives. I never thought it will be one of the winners, and I'm really over the moon right now. I'm quite old, actually. I'm 51-year-old, but I consider still myself as an early career research because I spent 20 plus years in the private sector in different management roles, and I began an academic only in 2018. So thank you very much. I'm looking forward to see everybody in Geneva in June. Thank you, and I wish everybody a fantastic time, fantastic weekend ahead. Thank you.
Thank you. 51 is young in our hearts here, so thank you. Robert Zondo, if you want to say something, unmute, and also Dr. Leon as well, if you want to say something. But let's start with Robert. Robert, go ahead.
Hello. Yes, thanks so much. That's my first time attending this, and I'm very excited, and I'd like to be part of the team. So I just joined, and this is very exciting, and I really have to congratulate all those that got the awards. So I look forward to join the Geneva conference. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much. And okay, let me also start here with Dr. Sanda. What about you?
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's been a great pleasure, at least for people like us in this southern part of the developing world, to get our work recognized. It's a big plus, and we are going to take inspiration and then be key part of the community and then ensure that we grow. Thank you very much, ICSB, for the recognition. Very much appreciated.
Thank you. And then thank you very much, Oksana. We look forward to collaboration. And Iman as well, if you want to unmute and say something. And if okay,
thank you so much. I'm always honored to be part of ICSB family. There's been great support since before I start. Thank you so much, and I hope that you all come one day to the farm.
Oh, see, there's an invitation, everyone. We're all going to the farm now, so we'll hold you accountable.
I'm serious.
Thank you, Dr. Kim. Congratulations. If you want to say something.
Oh, that way.
Okay. Okay. If not, it's okay. Sylvia, let me allow you to talk, Sylvia. Congratulations, Sylvia.
Thank you so much. I'm so inspired by everything you do, and to include women entrepreneurs, to give us the opportunity to publish, to me, is a big milestone for the second time being publishing. And the only way is thanks to these opportunities that you, Ayman, and your amazing team are opening to all academics that may have no experience, but you are giving us this chance. So thank you so much and congratulations to all my colleagues. I'm super honored and excited and hopefully to meet you and start writing for the next conference. Hope to see you all in Germany and Geneva. Thank you so much. I'm excited. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Dr. Nana, I see you, I recognize you, and I'm giving you the voice to say something now. You can talk. Okay. He might not have availability here. Okay, if not, let me just see if there's anybody else. If anybody want to say something, please raise your hand. We'll give you the microphone. Okay, so all right, I think that pretty much covers everybody here. Oh, Walter, would you like to say something, Walter? I give you a microphone. I just saw that.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now.
Yes. Okay. Thank you very much. It was a very good ceremony. And I think it would be a good possibility to go this year to Geneva, Fribourg, and of course to Berlin. Berlin is the capital, and I think Hartmut Meyer and his team, they are making a good job. Rumas Kua, it was not possible that he will stay together with ourselves, but thank you very much from his side and also from me. And I think we will see this year in Geneva, Fribourg, and for example, especially in Berlin. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Tai Choi, if you want to say something as well, I gave you the microphone access.
Very much for the great award. Yeah, it's actually wonderful to be part of the community, and thank you always for the ICSB for pulling out the wonderful conferences. Look forward to joining more. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so with that, everybody has an opportunity to speak. Please again raise your hand if you wanted to say something. If not, I think we will end here. It's 12 o'clock. As I mentioned, on behalf of ICSB board, the chair Kishan Kim, and the ICSB board and everybody and the team, a huge thank you to Sky and Tammy and everybody that helped me put this webinar together. We will now start. I recommend you to fill out the Google form. They will be in touch with you soon with the pictures and then the letters, and we're going to start posting things on the ICSB website and the ICSB social media. So there's going to be a long tail, as I say, to recognize you all. Let's start the year on an exciting note, and a powerful note, and an energized note. Here we have a lot of work ahead of us, a lot of exciting things happening, and again, the only thing that makes us better and better is the community, the family. With that, I wish you all a very happy and successful year. It's the year of the dragon, and also from what I understand, it's also the number 8, which is in Asia terms is prosperity and longevity here. So I wish you both that. I look forward to collaborating with all of you and to working with all of you here and for the presidential awards. And we look forward to your continued commitment and support to ICSB. And I am finally want to say I am humbled and privileged to be the ICSB president, and I look forward to continuing to supporting ICSB and its mission. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and I look forward to continued conversations. Bye, everybody.